Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed judges and honorable opponents. I'm Shabila Mafsa from Negative Team. In the motion that in areas of persistently low academic achievement, this House believes that countries should prioritize reforming the curriculum over the build-up educational facility. Such as argument that has been conveyed by the affirmative team that there's no understanding the curriculum and adequate school facility. Curriculum is the set of subject and educational provider institution which contains lesson plans and will be given to study participant in the one period of the school. While the school facility are learning facility and infrastructure. Infrastructure includes school buildings, study rooms, sport field, prayer rooms, art rooms, and sport equipment and technology for this era. And low academic achievement is a student achievement in school subject that is often below the school average and has quite poor school grades which make his future more difficult. As affirmative team said, the curriculum is much more important than facility and infrastructure. So let's talk about the comfort and advanced facility that help students in their studies. Low achievement is not only driven by the curriculum in Indonesia, but also the infrastructure in the school can support students in teaching and learning activity in current era, which are very close to the technology so that the learning also use technology in the school, but if only improving the curriculum and facilities is not adequate whether things are getting better. Here, as negative team, I strongly reject the just developing curriculum without adequate infrastructure support. Why? Because in the current era where everything use technology, you must have good facility to that technology. In our region, this is obligation in of Indonesia government to overcome this problem. This example in remote area where is the internet is not pondered, it will hinder student in the learning activity. Apart from that, the difficulty getting lesson information from the outside area is also make this thing difficult for the student in the remote area. In terms of technology, school will be hampered if there's no internet. From some school, Wi-Fi is not yet provided, which help student and teacher in teaching and learning activities such as searching for wider information or simply helping to carry out curtains assignment at school. Apart from that, the current Indonesian curriculum such as independent curriculum do a lot of activities such as presentation, in school facilities are not adequate case of about student who want to develop. And the last, comfortable for the school for the student and teacher. As we seen in the several remote area in Indonesia, there is still used building are not suitable for the infrastructure and also not adequate for the student to study and their school hinder them from the attend school in several cities and already adequate technology. Infrastructure facility must be made suitable and can make students feel comfortable when they are at school, which a long school duration in Indonesia. Good infrastructure can help students feel comfortable and can learn lesson well without any obstacle. Apart from that, the several competition in Indonesia use unlimited, such as this competition, which also use the internet and current technology. It will help the children who have this achievement be able to focus their competition or even be lazy about the taking part of the competition. Basically, the good curriculum can be better with the better infrastructure. Good curriculum or teacher will not necessarily awaken to the enthusiasm of the student who have poor grades in their school because they don't trust the school facility, which they think are inadequate for their school and curriculum. Those using technology will not optimally in school that have poor infrastructure. For the example, students who excel but won't take a part of online competition, they can they run the smoothly without the support of good school infrastructure? This is also a problem of the lack adequate school infrastructure. Or there's else problem where the children is standing in a file but school cannot adequate to the lack of facilities. This also be impact the lack of facilities at school. Uncomfortable place to make students more lazy at school and cannot pay attention to the exciting existing curriculum properly. So the solution of this problem is also prioritize adequate school facility from the student. If the infrastructure inadequate, not only the student but also the teacher who teach are comfortable. Facilities such as technology, Wi-Fi, and comfortable place are also really important and very important to support student achievement and also awaken the enthusiasm. School for students who have bad grades, infrastructure does not need to be made luxurious, but the most important thing is a sufficiency from the student. Teachers to feel comfortable and in accordance with the student development that use technology in teaching and learning activity. In accordance with the regional income and sufficient from the student and the teacher is using the curriculum, use has often changed and developed, but the infrastructure must also be developed with support and to support the curriculum. So the conclusion of my argument is that the infrastructure in school is very important in teaching and learning because the now technology is used in school activity and it cannot be separated from technology. If the curriculum use school technology, it must also be able to meet the student needs, and for the technology we cannot rely the technology but also infrastructure which will then become handicapped, and students in some remote areas sometimes lose enthusiasm from school or even hampered by the lack of the good facility at school, which is triggering factor to low grade obtained by the student, and students are hampered to invest participating in several competition activity which require adequate technology and school facility. So that's all of my argument from Negative T. Thank you so much for your attention and thank you so much for the opportunity to being a part of this debating competition.